everyone. Sorry this is a day late. Something came up yesterday. Before I get started, a very special friend of mine named Esther in the Philippines wanted a shout out. So, Esther, if you're watching this, here's a shout out you wanted. Okay. So anyway, today we're continuing our series on the 7 deadly sins, and today we're going to be talking about gluttony. Now, when we think about gluttony, we basically think about overeating, to the point of being unhealthy. And when we look at scriptures on gluttony, most of them are actually Proverbs. We think about, that's what the Bible alludes to, so that's what we're going to look at today. And we're going to read Proverbs 25 verse 16, which says, "If you have found honey, eat only enough for you, lest you have your fill of it and vomit it." So what it's saying here is eating so much you get sick. And obviously that's not a good thing, but why would some consider that a sin? Why is it bad? Well, to examine that, we are going to read 1 Corinthians 3:16 through 17. "Do you not know that you are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells in you? If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy him. For God's temple is holy, and you are that temple." So, basically, our bodies are a temple for God. And when we do things that are harmful to our bodies, we are harming God's temple. Now, harmful to our bodies can be things like smoking, drinking, doing drugs, just being wild in general. That can lead to not very good things, maybe. The thing about gluttony is, gluttony leads to obesity, which is very unhealthy, because obesity can lead to things such as heart disease, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes. Now, I'm not going to turn this into an education on obesity and stuff, but my point is overeating, gluttony, is harmful because it can lead to obesity, which can lead to a myriad of other harmful, long-lasting, sometimes life-lasting complications. So, we see that gluttony means overeating. But some could argue that gluttony could also mean other things, like, let's say, like an overindulgence in something to where it can become unhealthy. Some say that can be gluttony. To where we partake in something, be it a hobby, anything, it can be detrimental to our health. And it just basically goes into so many things can harm us beyond just overeating. And as 1 Corinthians points out, our body is a temple of God, and we must not destroy this temple. Why shouldn't we destroy the temple, though? Why is that important? Well, here's what I think. Our body, as Christians, we are vessels to spread God's message. Through us, we preach the gospel. And if we somehow harm our bodies, we make our bodies sick or whatever, that may make us unable to do what we are put here to do, which is spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that's why gluttony is bad, because we take that and overindulge in it, and it can become pretty harmful. So, gluttony, overeating, is a part of the 7 deadly sins. Now, the 7 deadly sins there isn't a list of those specific list of those sins. But as we looked at so far, each of these sins can be pretty harmful and can lead to other sins like greed or lust. And whether you want to view gluttony as a sin or not, it is bad and it is harmful for us. And we should stay away from things that are harmful. Now, I mean, what's ironic is I'm doing this around Thanksgiving when people tend to overeat, and I'm not saying, don't enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner. That can be a special occasion because it's mainly a one-time thing, but if you overeat on a daily basis, if you partake in something on a regular basis, that's when it's harmful, and you harm yourself. So, don't partake in something that can be harmful and detrimental to your health, because that's God's temple. We are to go around and spread the gospel. So we should keep our bodies as healthy as we can. Alright, so anyway, next time we are going to look at sloth. And, what exactly is sloth and what does the Bible say about it? Anyway, I hope everyone has a good, safe Thanksgiving. And be safe out there and enjoy your time with your families. Alright, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good one and see you next week.